All right, guys, we are back in this NGS doubleheader. This time we got Planet Smasher versus. Let me double check. Are they Planet Smashers? Planet Smashers! I failed them. I failed them. Planet Smashers. There we go. Production value, baby. Uh, Planet Smashers facing off against Rainbow Spectrum, both with excellent logos, by the way. So we're going to be kicking things off in this best of two on Cursed Hollow. So I hope you're all ready for some more action in the Nexus, because I'll be your caster, Kuma. And, well, if you didn't know where you were, hopefully you do now, and you will seek some medical advice about why you don't know where you are tomorrow, because I don't really care right now. But let's jump in the draft. So we're gonna get Asmodin and Urel as the bans. We got no space goats allowed in the Hollow. We got Asmodin and Blaze now being banned on out. So we got Rainer, Urel, Asmodin, Blaze. Now Dahaka should be a hot pick here, because you get the global. This is a very macro heavy map, and Falstad is a pretty solid pick as well, for boss control, and additionally, it does get you your global. Man, Rainbow Spectrum hella knows what they want. So Hanzo and Deckard, I really like these picks on both sides. Both teams knowing what they want. We got Hanzo, who got great boss control. Deckard, who's a great support between Lornado for zoning. Like there's a lot of things you can use Deckard for. You can pull him back. You can knock him away. You can use stay a while and listen. And we get Alexstrasza and Li Ming. So Alexstrasza, I feel this isn't one of her better maps, but it's not a bad map. You're fighting for an objective, have to pop the dragon, and, well, they can just walk away, but you give up a tribute. But each individual tribute isn't like, Towers of Doom. It's not like Infernal Shrines. It's not like Battlefields of Eternity. You need 3 of these bad boys to actually accomplish anything. Now, Li Ming is definitely a solid pick here. She can interrupt the channel all day long. She has a long range, and with the death and demise of Kermi, which many have flaunted and cheered for, well, Li Ming is going to be one of your more premier long-range mages for interrupting. Asmodin has also been taken out of the equation, like I said, so that means it's not going to be, well, as effective. Now, Phoenix and Johanna, they have Hanzo for boss control, Phoenix for a lot of damage, Johanna, who has very solid wave clear, and she's hella tanky. I'm a huge fan of Johanna. If you go and look at like my profile, I love playing Johanna. Even in her lesser heydays, I enjoyed playing Johanna. And a good Johanna here has a ton of value. Instead of being concerned about orbs, you run towards the orbs, you hit your D, you take no damage. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh shit, Li Ming just blew her cooldowns and can't do anything. And she hit no one of value, because Johanna is not the. Oh shit! Okay, we got a murky, boys. We have some craziness here. We got a double bruiser, or double warrior setup, and a murky from Rainbow Spectrum. This is going to be wild. And Murky can get an insane amount of value on this map because you have to rotate. So there's 3 tributes. You give up the first one, let Murky insane mode push, have Johanna flashlight him to delay him a little bit, have Deckard Cain go and delay him a little bit, and then have Hanzo try and delay him a little bit. And so you get these 3 interrupts potentially, and have Murky push his heart out. So this is going to definitely be a battle of the XP. Now, the good thing is Dahaka can match Murky pretty easily. In fact, he can go and match. If it's a 4v4, he burrows on up, lets Murky push a little bit, but they win the tribute. They'll have to minimize the damage taken from Murky as much as possible, and then they'll win once the Cursed comes up, because Murky will no longer be able to push infinite distances without really being punished. All right, guys, let's get on in this. We got Snow Glare on the Li Ming. We got Bandringer on the Alexstrasza, Ziltoid on the Greymane. We got Raven X on the Garrosh. And finally, we got Faint to Parry on the Dahaka. Really like that name. And that is going to be Planet Smashers. On the other side, we got Nemesis on the Hanzo, Plur Ninja on the Phoenix, Whoa No on the Deckard Cain. We got E-Day 15 on the Johanna. And finally, we got on the Murky, Bemeduo. If I said it right. This is a hard name to say. So, and that is going to be a Rainbow Spectrum. So we got the fight for the mid control. We already have Faint to Parry going on top. We got Murky going on down. And so they're not actually going to be matching each other, which is great for Murky because he has a fishy deal. So we already got Bemeduo going on in there, hot, getting some stacks. And we got Arsenal Synergy coming on out. We got Simple Geometry. We got the Sapphire and Laws of Hope. On the other side, we got Viciousness, Tissue Regen, Live and Let Live, Power Hungry, and the Warbreaker. So their 3-man here is infinitely worse at wave clear. E-Day 15 and Nemesis are much better at wave clearing. And they just split like the Red Sea, and Snowglare gets nothing out of that orb. So in the bot lane, we finally got Dahaka matching the Soak. And the thing is now, Murky is going to have a very hard time. He's going to have to let the waves push up, but he's not going to get nearly as much out of his stacking. So what he's going to be looking for optimally is rotating over to get this Bruiser camp. And it's going to take a little while before he can. And in the meantime, we have the Siege Giants being picked up. Very good macro from a Rainbow Spectrum. And RNG's is also on their side. Murky will be going down, but it's not too big a deal. He'll be up in 4 seconds. Unfortunately, that means he's going to be missing a little bit of the soak here as 2 members go down, and he's not going to get as much value out of his bribe stacks. And we actually have a rotation coming on in. We got Deckard, Cain, and Hanzo, but E-Day 15 comes on in, and unfortunately Hanzo has gone down, but they still managed to pick up the camp in the meantime. Sorry about some T-Tours as I was watching the Murky. So very aggressive rotation that mostly paid off, I'd say, on the side of Planet Smashers. They basically are not going to out wave clear and get anything out of the lack of a presence of Rainbow Spectrum. So you might as well try and invade. They have a better team fight, especially early game. So first objective's coming on up. We got the rotation from Greymane, and we got Li Ming on top. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a full 5-man because, like I said, Faint to Parry is going to be having to sit down here and babysit the Murky. And with the Siege Giants here, he's able to keep on slapping him with some slime in the face. So objective is a popping on up. And Whoa No has dropped a lot of potions, getting some good healing ready to go. And E-Day 15 getting a big old condemn on in there. And so they're going to have to fully commit to fighting. There's no way they're going to get this fully. A nice toss on in from Raven X. Plur Ninja taking a lot of damage. The root, but the follow-up damage. And they have sent Planet Smashers falling on back. Oh, Plur Ninja dropping the bomb. And it might be enough. And there they go. Nemesis getting tossed on back. However, very nice body block attempt from Raven X. And we got Nemesis getting out of there. Fainted parry coming on in hot. The unstoppable. Beautiful root from Whoa No. And they will walk away with the tribute and a kill. In the bot lane, we have a Murky free farming this in the meantime, getting them stacks. Let's take a look at how many stacks are available at the moment. Okay, there we go. We got nothing, literally 0 shown. Okay, we definitely don't have 0. I'm not sure why ED15 is not coming on in to stop this. He wanted to zone it up a little bit. Are they okay? He did pick up the conviction for the speed up. And we got, oh no, this is not what you want. So he walks on in, tries to take the camp, but the timing is not right. And he basically hands him a free night camp. And there goes all the value out of the Murky bribe stacks. Also, we got the tougher fish and the slippery when wet. So very good positioning on the side of Rainbow Spectrum right now. They basically have set up the optimal positioning. Although they are going on in, we got Plur Ninja getting tossed on back in, but he'll just port on out. Raven X taking a lot of damage, getting chunked on down, and they'll just be rotating on back. The orb just barely missing there. And Nemesis hopping on over the wall to get in a better position. ED15 is in between a rock and a hard place. The toss on back for Plur Ninja. He does have the port ready to go, but he's super low. And Fainted parry coming in from the backside and slapping Phoenix in the face just enough to take him down. Dinosaurs are scary creatures, and Dahaka is one of the scariest of them all. You thought T-Rexes were scary? Well, they didn't put Dahaka in Jurassic World or Jurassic Park because it would have made you shit your pants. And the focus groups were really too much of a mess. And so they had to drop the Dahaka from the movies. Top lane, a lot of pressure. Plur Ninja just eating that orb right to the face, but his wave clear is really good, so he's able to clear this up pretty quickly. And because he does have that shield, pretty much takes nothing in terms of real damage. Now, tens are around the corner, and this is really bad for Planet Smashers, as they're about to get their faces smashed if they try to fight 10 versus 9. And they just need a few of the creeps or minions, depending on your verbiage of choice, and we get more stacks for Murky's Bride. And we also have the Siege Giants coming on down, so great work for Rainbow Spectrum. On the other side, however, we have a perfect pickup of the Siege Giants, and Snow Glare wasn't rotating as they knew exactly what was happening, which is the perfect thing. Like a lot of teams will not. Whoa, a Planet Cracker coming on out. We got the Lord NATO, the engage, accomplishing nothing there. Planet Cracker coming on through, really not getting a whole lot, and that's a big cooldown to burn. We got Murky coming on up, rotating on in, and so Snow Glare doing what made a lot of sense, which is just soak, trying to get as much pressure as possible, and once you do hit 10, you can go for the next tribute. In the meantime, it looks like the rest of Rainbow Spectrum is chasing away the crew of Planet Smashers. So let's take a quick look at talent progress. 18, 8, and 8. So almost done with the simple geometry, which is a pretty big deal. So a decent positioning on the other side for a throw in. There they go. There's a taunt. Say goodbye to Ninja. Down he goes. Oh my god, a 5-man lockdown from Deckard Cain, and they have lost no one still because Dragon Meme is not the dream. A ton of damage coming on out the Blessed Shield, but Raven X is Garrosh, baby, and he just gains more and more armor. You won't like him when he's mad because Garrosh smash. So really well done there. Plur Ninja is getting caught out way too much and not respecting the fact that, well, Garrosh has this ability called Taunt, and Taunt is going to do a lot of work come the toss-in phase, now that level 10s were picked up. So, Planet Smashers, gaining back the momentum, and because they have very short cooldowns for all their abilities, they have a generous lead. Now, this is perfect timing on the side of Rainbow Spectrum. They have the Hanzo, and I believe Hanzo did indeed pick up... Yeah, he did finish the simple geometry. So they get the boss, they get the pressure for the top lane, and if they get this tribute, it's going to be absolutely insane. Now, we have the Octograb having come on out, not going to get too much, and Murky will be getting out of dodge pretty freely. So boss will be pressuring the top, taking down the towers, definitely. And now they'll have to be looking for that. Oh my god, Plur Ninja, not again, baby! There's a taunt, say goodbye! 1, 2, 3, easy as can be. And so, Planet Smasher smashing some face. They're taking them all over the place. And this is the worst reason to have the Murky, because they have a Li Ming. The toss on back onto E-Day 15. Clean up on aisle 2, because Planet Smashers have absolutely torn through Rainbow Spectrum. So boss got decent value. Ziltoid will clear this up relatively scot-free. Now, this is going to allow them to get the top fort, and they can rotate down to have mid and bot lanes soaked in the meantime. So, this is going to be the 13. They only have 45 seconds to go and get another fort. Honestly, the best place to go is the bot lane. They want to go for the bot lane because the boss is still available. You take the bot lane, you get additional pressure onto the front walls, and you can potentially end the game come another boss. The toss on back into Whoa No! Say goodbye! Decker Canes feeling his age and has been put into hospice and died without a care in the world. Okay, this is Value Town. There's no Whoa No. They have no concerns about being contested, and they can take this boss. Now, the downside is they didn't take down the full front wall here, so they can, however, push S5. There is a wave coming on in, so if they can get this boss in time, it'll be really, really good timing. No boss available for the side of Rainbow Spectrum, and they will be picking up this boss. Dahaka getting some vision. They should know exactly where they're going. Oh, Plur Ninja, not again, baby. Oh my god. Plur Ninja, say goodbye, because that is one dead Phoenix. Welcome to Feed City, and Feed City is named Phoenix, guys. Now, I'm feeling for the Phoenix right now, and definitely feeling for Rainbow Spectrum here, because they need to get their Phoenix in control, because right now he is literally getting thrown in the game. So, front wall's going to be going down here. I don't know if they can do the keep. They might be able to hit 16 here and then go and do the keep. Dahaka is going to come on in potentially. There is enough XP between one wave and the tower, so they're super close. I wish Dahaka stayed mid to actually get this, because then he can burrow on in, and they're looking for the keep right now. Very nice Q coming on out. Oh, big Planet Cracker, but the taunt right on top of him, not respecting him. Raven X taking a ton of damage. The Lure Nado doing some great work there, but Raven ain't scared because Garrosh keeps getting stronger. Snow Glare, nowhere to be found, as they are going to be going down alongside a Garrosh. 2 members down. Cursed is about to come up, and this is looking once again in favor of Rainbow Spectrum. Dahaka is going to be ran down like a dog. And at this point, he's trying to just delay him as best as he can. Can he get Nemesis? He gets Nemesis. He trades out for the kill. Is he going to get a third? No. No, sorry, a second. He doesn't get the second, but he does get 1 kill at least. So, Ziltoid needs to clear this up, because You can see it's a big old wave. Tribute's about to spawn, and if you're not here soaking this wave, you're going to fall behind very quickly. Additionally, it's taking down the tower on its own. And with all those archers, you have roughly 9 to 10 of them up here. They're going to be insane. Might be able to cocktail this and interrupt. Cocktail? Cocktail? Oh, no cocktail. Cocktail was the only thing needed, potentially. Raven going full ham, getting the toss in the taunt onto E-Day because the cursed bullet taking down the HP pool of Johanna, but the lure NATO will disengage the situation with ease. So bottom, heavily pushed in by Plura Ninja right now. And with this curse, this is going to be a front wall if they rotate down as 5, because mid will be taken down for free, and they can even take a keep with this. To be fair, it is a very good wave clear with the Greymane, but it's still a large wave. You can see, look at how much damage it's taking these structures. They need to have someone rotate down and soak this, and they need someone to go on down just to clear it, to keep it from taking all that structure damage. So they should be able to hold this out without losing a keep, I think. Yeah, they should be good now that Dahaka's come on down. So taunt is available. Should be able to potentially re-engage here if they so choose. They're not going to re-engage, which is okay, but they need to go and defend this boss. They know the boss is very likely to be what's coming on up. Toss and Murky on back. They're now actually waiting in the boss, kind of debating him in the meantime. They take down the Murky, who's going to be spawning. Not sure where his egg is. His egg all the way over there, so he can get back over to the boss. We actually have Dahaka burrowing in before they even get sight. I'm not sure this is the play to make. The grab? No grab. There's the silence. We should see a dead Phoenix. Phoenix is dead once again. The backside, we got the dragon meme coming on in. Not going to do too much. We get another kill reset for Lei Ming. But Ziltoid will be full heals up thanks to that Lifebringer on top of the booty of Decker Kane. Old man doesn't taste very good, more like leather, but it doesn't matter for Greymane, and now boss is available. With this boss, they can definitely get a keep. Or very likely can get a keep if they can do this boss fast enough and get it down here. They have a roughly, I think, 15 seconds before Phoenix will be up to spawn, and it'll be about 5 seconds before they manage to have the boss over here in time. So 5 seconds for Phoenix to get up over here. We got the night camp getting cleared up, double pressure, and now they can rotate up or rotate mid. Either one would be fine and dandy, and there you can see. Phoenix is actually going to respawn exactly in time, but whoa no on the Decker Kane will not be up, however, in time. They need to be careful, because if they give up any kills, they'll be down a 20 versus 19 situation. The toss on back, the net, beautiful Q. So, Nemesis obliterated there in a blink of an eye. This could very likely be game. Oh, the root? No, the dodge on the root. Raven X taking a ton of damage, though. We got Greymane going on in. Raven X taking so much damage, but it's not going to matter. Feint to parry, come on in. The toss on back, body blocks, going to stop Johanna from getting away for now. We got feint to parry there as well. Keep has gone down. The toss on back, or sorry, the grab onto Phoenix, and Phoenix obliterated once more, and I think they've done it. They have 3 members down temporarily. Another nice throw from Raven X. He is on top of this garage play like peanut butter on jelly. Or maybe jelly on peanut butter, depending how you make your sandwich. But this is very likely game. No, they're taking down Dahaka. Dahaka's down. Raven X now having to flee from the scene, and they have to save the core. So, they lose 2 members. They do 21% in core damage. I think this is a worthwhile trade. However, they're going to lose their own keep in the meantime. I'm not sure how I feel about this now. Losing 2 members, losing the bot keep, and, well, tribute doesn't really matter so much. They need to just get out of there. Ziltoid. Oh no, Ziltoid's going to be going down here very likely. Bless Kill coming on out. Nemesis hopping on over that wall, and Ziltoid trying to trade on up, but will not be able to. This boss is going to end the game for Rainbow Spectrum, or is going to end the game against Planet Smashers. They've essentially went too deep without the boss. They had 2 kills, but it wasn't enough to actually secure the game because Dahaka took too much damage. And, well, this is now a boss walking against a core which has no Greymane to defend against it. This is one hell of a wild ride, this game. They have to engage on him right now. They have to just go full man mode. You cannot win the game without fighting at this moment. This is one of those people don't want to do situations, but you have to do it. If you don't do it, you lose. And you're going to lose if you let them get onto core and wait for Greymane to get up. There's a toss on back, the stun onto Garrosh, the Planet Cracker into the Wombo combo coming out. Dragon Meme not doing much, and a boss knocking on that core. And so Nemesis is going to be poked a little bit, rooted in place to Haka, and say goodbye to Planet Smashers. The Planet Cracker has smashed on through, helping to win the first game in this series. Now, this is a definitely feels bad moment. They 100% lost because Ziltoid died in a position where he should have never been caught out. And because he was there when they tried to channel the tribute, they 100% lost. They couldn't defend boss, which means the boss walks on core. They couldn't fight 5v4 because Greymane was down. So they had a chain of snafus. The first one was going for the core. That core call didn't work out for him, but it wasn't the end of the world. All they needed to do was walk on back, get back to their base, wait for everyone to respawn, and they would have been fine. They would have been up and ready to go for, the next series of fights. And instead, Ziltoid got caught, he dies, and that ends the game. Basically, the chain of events of 2 people die, they go for tribute without the full team up, and then finally, well, they're down for the count. So looking at some of the damage numbers, we had Snowglare doing a ton of damage. We had Phoenix actually doing a ton of damage despite dying an incredible amount, as he constituted roughly half of the deaths for his team. In terms of healing numbers, Alex Straza doing so much work with Lifebinder, and we literally saw that in action with the Greymane. So some of those siege numbers, Murky, 19.6k. Faint didn't actually keep up, largely because he'd rotate over to fight with the team in a lot of cases. So sit on tight as we get ready for game number 2, and as always, you all get to enjoy my highlight reel